Hi, welcome back to The Drive with Pip and Ginger, and we are here today with not my co-host Pip. I'm so glad to say I got to snag this interview. We're talking today with Daniel of Hawk Nelson. Daniel, how are you doing today?
What's up, Ginger? Where's Pip at?
Pip is actually working on another gig. He's a worship artist as well as he does some audio tech stuff, and he was not available, so I was so sad, and I'm just, the tears are flowing, not really, that he couldn't be here today.
Well, you know what? I'm sad, but I'm happy that you stuck around, and I'm honored that you'd have me on your show.
Oh, well, honor's all ours, truly. So I'm curious, how long has Hawk Nelson been Hawk Nelson?
Hawk Nelson, well, first of all, I'm just going to say, a lot of people will hear Hawk Nelson or a song by Hawk Nelson, they think, well, who is that guy? And there is no guy. This is not like a distant relative of Willie Nelson. This is just a made-up, fabricated name, and it all started in 2002 in Ontario, Canada, not too far from where you're at. And,
exactly.
Yeah, so what is that, like 10, come up on 10-year anniversary here.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we grew up with some other Christian bands that kind of just started just before us. I don't know if you know a band called Thousand Foot Crutch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they were like big brothers to us, and yeah, just honored to be a part of the whole Christian music scene.
Now we just talked to. I'm gonna use his official stage/nickname, Chapstick, because I don't know, maybe people don't know his real name. Family Force 5. We just did an interview with him because you guys are doing the Christmas pageant tour together with Manifest. How's that going?
It's true. It actually it starts today, and we're in Chattanooga, and those guys, I mean, they're just like a different kind of band. Like, really energetic, really fun. I thought we were fun. But we don't have cool stage names like Chopstick. I'm just Daniel, and I hope that's okay.
I got to think of one for you. Okay, I took lip gloss, so you can have that. So,
Okay.
I got to think of something really cool, maybe a little more edgy than Chapstick.
Alright, yeah, honestly, I just think, I always thought it was optional, but now that I'm on tour with them, even Manifest, his real name's Chris, so, I mean, I gotta catch up. We gotta get in the game.
Gosh, you gotta get cooler. I'm sorry, Daniel. I mean, Daniel's a great biblical name, and we can all relate to the lion's den. Hey, there you go. You need a lion name. How about we call you like Mufasa?
Mufasa is.
You had to deal with the lions in the den, so we need a lion name. Unless you want Simba, but he wasn't very intimidating. I think you need
I'm kind of feeling Scar.
You feeling Scar? There you go. Of course, everybody's not going to...
King. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, he's the bad guy, though. You need to be more Mufasa, and you need to, find a baby that, is about 6 months old and hold it up in the air and take your picture, and we'll post it.
Rafiki.
We'll Photoshop you some monkeys in there and some zebras and stuff.
I'm sent to the campaign here, the whole next Hawk Nelson record. I love it.
And I apologize to KGPF because the views represented on this interview are not necessarily those of my station. So I know now we saw you this year on the road show early in the year. We saw you with Bart Millard and the guys with Mercy Me and Anthem Lights, who are some of our other favorite buddies. We're big Anthem Lights friends. And we see that you're doing the road show again this fall, so I know a lot of people are excited about that. How is the experience? How long have you been working with Bart in industry? Or with, I say Bart, I got back up, Mercy Me.
Edit. We can just totally edit all this.
Yeah,
I'll just say that, like, when we started out, we, everybody knew Imagine and Mercy Me, and obviously those guys are huge, and we had the chance to first tour them in, like, 2009. I mean, it was kind of like we were kind of shy, and, like, we didn't know how to talk to Bart, and, like, he has perfect teeth, and he's just such a nice dude, but we were kind of intimidated. That guy, as you know, he'll come up to you and give you a big old bear hug, arm around you, and joke be honest.
I'm sorry. We try not to make anybody cry. We actually did an interview with 10th Avenue North, and one of the guys called him Bart Millard, and I was laughing. And I said, yeah, you guys are really tight, you and Bart Millard. And but he was telling me that one of his funniest stories was, when Bart actually had somebody hide in his dressing room, and which, you think is kind of scary. He was hiding in his dressing room, and he, popped out while Bart was in there alone. And he's like, Bart, I've been told from God that I'm supposed to meet you and get your autograph. And instead of, reacting, scared or anything else, in Bart-like attitude, he said, you know what? God spoke to me, too, and he said, you've got to obey the rules.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
And he was so cavalier about it. Anybody else would have been probably freaking out, but Bart's like, it's all good, just, maybe not jump out of the closet and scare me.
Yeah, well, that's called stalking, but, I can totally see Bart, just giving him an autograph and getting a picture and then, kicking him out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna hide in the dressing room on the next tour, and we're gonna say that to him.
Do that. Oh my gosh. And tell him that Ginger spoke to you and said that you needed to jump out of the closet. Well, any other news about Hawk Nelson? Of course, we're excited because we're media sponsors for Big Ticket, so we're totally going to corner you next summer. But I know you have a Christmas EP that just came out the 1st of November, right?
It actually did. It did. Just in time for the holiday season, and very proud of it. We have never actually made a good collection of Christmas songs, and we've waited all these years, and this year in the middle of the heat, in hot Tennessee, we decided, let's do it.
Feels like an odd time. We've had a late snow this year, so it's kind of odd to be singing Christmas music right now. But it's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, who doesn't love Christmas music? I mean, if you don't, then I question whether I even want to know you. And, no, we just love it all year round, and I don't know, I'm proud to have made it, and we got to cover a lot of classics like Silent Night and Up on the Housetop, and then we threw in some random ones that people don't know so well. A song called the Wassail song,
I'm not
or the Wassail song.
Wow, you guys are pulling things out of the 18th century or something. I haven't heard those.
Exactly, old things are new things now. So,
there you go.
It's historical.
So any other special tours or things that you have going on this next year that you guys are working on?
Well, this is what we do. We make music and we play music and get the chance to tour all around the world. We just got back from Germany, and that was awesome. And right after that, Rock Worship Rook Show with Mercy Me, we're going to be going out with Cutlass on a tour called Live It Loud, and I think we'll actually be all around Texas and Michigan and everywhere in between, and that's what we do, and then we'll probably start thinking about more music and where God wants to take us, and I guess that's just what you do. It's important sometimes to have those quiet moments or breaks in your life where you can sit back and reflect and think, okay, God, this is where you brought me, it's awesome. Where do you want to take me? You know what I mean? And that applies if you're in a band or you're a plumber or no matter what you do. It's good to take that time just to acknowledge God, His goodness, thank Him, and then, to actively pursue and question where He wants to take you next. I just want to thank you for even taking the time to talk, Ginger.
Absolutely. Now, for any indie bands listening, which I'm sure they are, to be able to listen to you in your heart, any quick word of advice you give them for how it is, to have the faith to pull out of that, indie band struggle for, getting, how it is. It's hard to get past, getting there and getting that first couple of breaks where you really break into the industry. Is there any advice that seemed to pull you guys through?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we made it or anything. People say, what's it like to be a rock star? And I'm like, I don't know, ask Bart Millard. But, no, I think it's important always to stay humble. No matter if you blow up overnight or if it's a steady climb or if it's a slow climb, our perspective needs to be humility. And, taking tickets at the door, and it's really important to remember to keep perspective of what's going on around you, to be grateful, stay humble, and continue to commit everything to God. I always think Hawk Nelson is, we always said, God, whatever doors you open, we'll walk through them, and whatever ones you close, that's okay. And so we had some cool opportunities in Hollywood early on, being a film and different things like that, and other times some things have closed, certain tours, and you just have to be okay with what God's plan is. And I think if you dedicate your work to Him and you strive to be excellent, then He'll honor that. But also, if you don't, then I just don't think you can expect to have God's blessing on your band if you don't commit it to Him. So that's just where I'm coming from.
That's amazing. I think it's great that you recognize all those people that go behind your events. And you're right. I mean, there's a lot of hard work goes in there, and that's really cool that you appreciate all those people that are kind of behind the scenes, but do some of the most important work when you're touring. They make everything possible for you to get out on stage, and they feed you. Even if your wives want to take home extra food, at least they put food out, right?
Yeah, no, it's very, very, very. I mean, it's just. I mean, really, when you see a way a concert all comes together, it's just incredible. I don't even know how it happens, but
it's a God thing. It's a God thing. That's all you can say. It's just God pulling people together for a common cause when these things happen together, and we're really grateful for today for you. I know we took a lot of extra time with you. Thanks for letting us abuse your time, and we're so excited.
Nothing I'd rather do better, Ginge.
And you know what? Ginge is a nickname that my closest friends in high school used, and very rarely does anyone ever say that. So that was
really?
See, you're very insightful. And
Ginge or lip gloss, I mean, it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good, Mufasa. We're good. We're tight now. I think we need to. Well, if more fans want to find out more about Hawk Nelson and where to find your music and see you guys twittering and all that kind of stuff, where's the best place for them to go online?
Yeah, just hawknelson.com. Just trying to keep it simple, There's a lot of different sites out there. Days it gets confusing, but if you just go to hawknelson.com, then you'll find everything you want and more.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for all your time today. We look forward to the pageant tour as well as the road show, and especially when we see a big ticket next year. We're really excited for that, and glad you got added to the bill. And your picture's up there, by the way.
I didn't even know until this interview, which is a nice, pleasant surprise.
We are the first with the news, so anytime you want to stay current, you just call up the drive. Just kidding.
I'll be sure to update hawknelson.com right now.
Exactly. Oh, thank you so much, Daniel. Mufasa, for this incredible interview, and thanks for staying humble, and thanks for continuing to, as a group, put on some amazing performances and keep reaching people for the kingdom. We appreciate it so much.
All right, thanks, Jen. You have a good one.
You have a good one, too.